Welcome to Lens into the Lens. La Strada is a beautiful cinematic poem created by Italian film director Federico Fellini in 1954. This film is both realistic and allegorical, like Bible stories. It was the first foreign-language film to win an Oscar and has influenced many people. In Pope Francis's autobiography, Hope, he mentions La Strada as one of the films that influenced him during his youth. The story begins at a seashore. The story starts when Gelsomina, a simple-minded young woman, is sold by her mother to Zampano, a street circus performer. Zampano is a rough man with little humanity who travels from street to street on his motorcycle, performing shows. He uses Gelsomina to play the drum to gather crowds for his performances. Zampano teaches Gelsomina to play the drum. She wants to play the trumpet, but he doesn't allow it. The two travel together, performing on different streets, making people laugh and entertaining them. Zampano often doesn't even treat Gelsomina as a human being. Instead, he sees her only as a tool to gather audiences for his shows. Although Gelsomina initially refuses to go with him, she finds satisfaction in doing her work and grows to love Zampano. As the story continues, they both join a circus tent with other performers. There, they meet another performer called Il Matto, the Fool. He entertains people with his performances and personality. He makes fun of Zampano, but treats Gelsomina with kindness. Zampano doesn't like Gelsomina interacting with Il Matto. Zampano and Il Matto get into a fight, and the police arrest Zampano. The circus company kicks both Zampano and Il Matto out of their group. As they prepare to leave, Il Matto asks Gelsomina if she wants to come with him, but she refuses and decides to wait for Zampano. Il Matto has a conversation with Gelsomina. This conversation is very touching. Though Il Matto appears crazy on the outside, he speaks like a philosopher, telling Gelsomina that everything in the universe has its own purpose. He helps her understand that her life also has a purpose. He asks if she'll come with him. She says no. Then he tells her, if you don't stay with Zampano, who else will? Then he leaves her in front of the police station, where Zampano is held, and goes on his way. When Zampano is released from jail, he leaves with Gelsomina. On the way, they encounter Il Matto again, and they get into a fight. Il Matto is killed. This deeply hurts Gelsomina, and she becomes unable to continue traveling. Zampano abandons her there and leaves. Years later, Zampano is performing with another group. While walking, he hears a song that Gelsomina used to sing.
Hey, voi!
He asks a woman where the song came from. The woman tells him that a girl used to live there who always sang that song, but she had died. When Zampano hears this news, he looks toward the sea and sighs deeply. From that moment on, changes begin to happen in Zampano. The man who was hard as steel slowly begins to melt. The film ends with Zampano lying on the beach in tears. This film, as a realistic work, shows us the living conditions of Italy in the 1950s. At the same time, through symbolism, this road movie tells us that human life is a journey. It shows us that this journey is filled with both sorrows and joys, laughter and tears, and that every journey has a purpose. The film begins with tears at one seashore and ends with tears at another seashore. Every human life begins and ends the same way. A baby is born into this world with tears, and when a person dies, those around them send them off with tears. Gelsomina, who is ready to endure all suffering and sacrifice herself for others, is a symbol of all innocent, marginalized people who are exploited by many. Often, these people don't even understand the meaning of the pain that enters their lives. But her life reminds us that such suffering can become something that transforms the entire world. Though Il Matto appears to be a madman on the outside, he is actually a wise person, a symbol of wise people who can make others happy and show them the meaning of their lives with just a small word or action. Zampano is a symbol of all selfish human beings, people who use others without any mercy for their own happiness. This film teaches us that even the hardest heart can be changed through love.